Hi, thank you for joining us. This is Lorraine Caros, and we are on Lori Live. Lori Live is now reaching out to different states all over the U.S. I'm really incredibly proud of this, and it's just been such a wonderful experience to know that this show is out there that's going to help the lives of women and girls. Lori Live is now in the state of Arizona, Tucson, and Phoenix. We are now in Atlantic, Georgia. We're in New York, New York. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're in Texas. My heart and my prayers go out to the state of Texas and hoping that everyone is safe there, including the animals. Virginia, thank you, Nancy. Thank you for wanting us to be out there so that you can share this Lori Live with your family and with your friends. Thank you, lady. Thank you so much. We're also in South and North Carolina. Wendy, once again, thank you for sharing Lori Live with your daughter-in-law and some of your friends in your town. We're also still in California. My heart is here. I live here. So I'm excited to know that in California and all these different cities out here that we're live. Lori Live is there. We're also in the state of Illinois. Can't wait to come out and see you. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to go live over there in Illinois and do a Lori Live show. We are now in the country of Canada. Hello! Is that incredible or what? We're in Canada. There's a wonderful lady that I met from Canada who we talked about empowerment and the things that she was going through. And she saw a couple of my shows. I didn't know this until she actually reached out to me. And she says that she actually did an act of kindness. Wow, okay, that was just newly put into that. But she did it and she said it felt really good. So, ladies, we are out there and I'm excited because I know it's going to work. I know we are here to improve the lives of women and girls. I believe that. I believe that. If we can change society and if we can make a dent in it, we can ensure ourselves that in the future of our children's and their families, that there's going to be some good outcomes for all of that. Now, so first of all, we're going to do the gratitude list. We're going to talk about love vibes. We're also going to talk about the benefits about being a grandmother. Hello, I love it. Oh my gosh, this is great. We're going to close out from there and we're going to do shout outs just to say thank you for some of the people that have actually helped me during this week and just want to give them thank you. That's why I do shout outs. This show is dedicated for my grandma Mary, who was on my mother's side, my grandma Angie, who was on my father's side. I want to let them know, I know they're not here anymore, but I want them to know how much they improved my life, not just as a person, but now I can be a grandmother through watching them and how they treated me and how they loved me. Thank you so much. I can feel my grandma Mary on this side. I can feel my grandma Angie on this side. It's just a really nice feeling that I pick up because I was real grateful to have them in my life and they loved me unconditionally. So let's get started here. Okay, well, the gratitude list. I'm going to start with that first. I usually give two. I'm going to give three, though, today. But I do 10. I do 10 as soon as I wake up. As soon as I wake up from my sleep, I open my eyes. I don't even sit up. I do my gratitude list right there. I don't have to get up. I don't have to move. I just open up my eyes and do my gratitude list of 10. Now, this is what I do. Number one, I am giving thanks and I'm grateful for opportunity. Opportunity came knocking on my door this week. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, opportunity. Can I help you? Oh, welcome, opportunity. I'm grateful for the opportunities that have happened to me this week. Number two, I'm grateful that both of my parents are still alive. Even though we have our issues like every other family does, and we have this great amount of love, I'm still grateful that they're here on this earth so I can still see them. I can still touch them. I can still see that they're doing okay. But most of all, I'm just grateful that they're still alive so they can be a part of us and our girls. My girls, I'm sorry. The third one which is kind of silly, but it's not. When I pulled into my office today, every parking stall was full. Hello, I don't like that, but whatever. I drove, as soon as I pulled in, I saw that it was all full. I drove in, right in front of the doors, the second stall opened. Oh my God. I'm grateful that I was able to find a parking within 1 second. Literally 1 second. I pulled up. Oh my God, look at the parking. Got in there. It was open. Without complaining, I should have never make a scene or something. I just went in there and I parked the first row in front of the door, the second stall. I'm grateful for that. Okay, now the second thing we'll talk about, love vibes. I usually do 5 right after I do my gratitude list. I do 5 vibes of love. I send out love vibes to people that have hurt me or who have been unfair to me or even just an event that wasn't fair. Okay, very hard to do, but it's doable and it feels really good. It takes off the anger of what you're carrying with whatever happened. So I'm going to send out love vibes to crooked and dishonest people. I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to get into depth because that is a negative. I'm throwing positive. I'm throwing love. I'm throwing light. I'm sending love and I have to feel it. I'm sending love to you. I'm sending love to you and I'm sending love to you. And I feel lighter when I say that. The next thing we're going to talk about is act of kindness. I know that when we do our gratitude list and when we do our love vibes, it's all what we feel and how we think about it. Now, with an act of kindness, I want to challenge everybody to physically do something as an act of kindness to help somebody out. It may be as small as a smile, or maybe as small as opening a door for someone walking through wherever they have to be at. So, my first act of kindness was I'm either in the market or I'm either getting gas. This is so true. I'm always in those two places, like at least every other day. I was in the market, Ralph's. And when I go shopping, I usually have a big cart and I have coupons galore. There was a lady that was in front of me who is an animal lover, I can tell. She had items for cats. Well, being the nice person that I am, that I've always been this way, but I looked at my coupon box and I saw 6 coupons from my coupon holder to give to this lady. And this stuff that she was buying wasn't cheap. It wasn't like 79 cents. It was like for us, $7, $8 for a cat item is kind of like expensive there. So I gave her the coupons. I said, ma'am, I noticed that you're buying some stuff for your cats. And we started talking about our animals. Yeah. So I gave her these coupons to help her. She saved $7 to $8 worth of money for her cat item stuff. And she was just like, oh, thank you for doing it. That was a small act of kindness. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You may not want to give up your coupons, but if I didn't use them and if I know she could benefit, I was excited about doing that, even if I knew that I wanted to use them, but I felt like I should do that. And I'm telling you, it was a nice feeling. She was happy. We started talking about our animals. It was great. The second thing that happened today, true story, here I am again, you guys, back at putting in gas. I put gas every 3 days. I'm telling you because I travel a lot. I was pumping in gas, and then as soon as I was finishing pumping gas, this young man, he must have been in his 20s, came over to me. Ma'am, oh my God, I'm sorry to startle you. Oh, okay, because I was a little startled when I seen him come up to my car. He said to me, ma'am, do you mind if you have any spare change? I'm in a different part of town. I don't have any gas. I probably have like enough gas for like a gallon, but I need to get to another part of town. And I didn't even bat an eye. I said, sure, why don't you go back to your car, go on and get the pump started, and I'll go walk in and put some money down. So I put about $10 down for him to get some gas. And at first, seeing somebody come behind my car kind of startled me. I automatically made sure that my doors were locked when he actually approached. Not that I don't trust, but I need to be cautious at times. So I closed the door and made sure it was locked. And he seemed very nice. There wasn't anything taken from me, but I said, why don't you go back to your car and I'll make sure that you get some gas. So then I walked over to the gas station and offered them $10 to put in this guy's car. So that I walked back to his car. I said, sir, you're ready. Go ahead. I'm giving you $10. Oh, thank you so much. So he got out. He's pumping gas. And then, the lady that was there was telling me, oh, I don't know if you should do that because there's a lot of people that actually take advantage of somebody being nice. Well, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what his scenario was. All I know is that I want to do something nice for somebody. I cannot be writing every single thing that, well, where's this money going to? Where are you going to be driving to, sir? That isn't my business. All I know is that I've been in that shoes before. And there was times where I was worried, do I have enough gas to get home? This when I was in college. And I remember this, oh my God, I don't have gas. So I want to make sure that, the way I felt, I want to make sure someone doesn't feel that way. So that was the reason why I did it. It felt really good. Whether he used it to go, he just didn't want to put out his money, I don't know. I don't care. I just know that I put it out there, and I wanted to feel good about doing that. So that's what I did. So I challenge you to do something that will give you an act of kindness, or you can do an act of kindness. At times you may be thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? Go with your gut. Go with your instinct. Even if you just offer a smile to somebody that you come across, when you open a door for somebody that come across, that's incredible. If there's somebody in front of you in line, or even when you're ordering food and they're short $1.12, put up the $1.12. It always comes back to you. It always comes back. Now let's get to the meat of today's show. The benefits of being a grandmother. Okay. I have so much emotion saying this. I want to make sure that I describe my own grandmothers and how they were with me. I was raised with both sets of my grandparents. I was a firstborn grandchild on both sides of my family. So that I was pretty spoiled. On my father's side, their last name was Lozano. And I remember I would be playing at my grandma's house. I must have been 3 or 4 or 5. I'd be playing. Then she would tell me, come over here, come over here. I go, what happened? Because I was like really getting into a sport, or we're playing tag. What do you want, Grandma? What do you want? And she would hug me and she'd rub my arm and touch my hair. You're a true Lozano. You're a true Lozano. I didn't know what that meant. Okay, so I would leave and I would go run and play. And I would look back, and there she was staring at me. I'm like, stop staring at me. I can't believe I used to do that to her. I can't believe I was such a brat. What do you want? Stop staring at me. Oh, look at her. She's so beautiful. And I was like, oh, my grandmas, they just love me too much. I didn't get it. I was young. And on my mother's side of the family was my grandma, and she was at every single event we had. My grandma Mary went to everything that I had. If it was Grandparents' Day at school, there she was, the first one, all dressed up, her hair all done up, her makeup was done, her nails were done. She was at everything that I did. And I remember as a young child, I'm getting emotional, but as a young child, I remember both of them, they just loved me. I didn't have to be perfect. I didn't have to wear a certain outfit. They just loved me. And I still to this day feel them around me. I feel my mom's mom here, my dad's mom here. And to this day, this was the second year. Yeah, this was the second year that my grandmothers weren't at my birthday party. They were always there since I was born, all the way up until I was about 48. They were at every single one of my parties. Isn't that crazy? I still had them around. So that's how I remember them, just unconditionally loving me. And I miss that. When I'm sad, or when I feel like I need to share something, I wish I could call them, because I know that if I called them, they would be so happy. And then my dad's mom, say it again. What happened again? So I would have to say it again, because she loved me saying the story all over. And going to my dad's mom's house, which my grandma Angie, every time she had friends over, she'd say, come over here and say hi to my friends. I had to meet all her friends. And all of her friends were just like her, very loving. And she would say, Lorraine, Sing that song in Spanish so all of them can hear you. Oh my God, Grandma, I don't want to. She said, oh, look at her. She's so smart. She knows how to sing in Spanish. We just learned a song. We just learned a song in Spanish, and she wanted me to sing that song. Whatever. So there I go, singing the song in Spanish, and all the people, all her friends were just smiling. Oh, she's so wonderful. I just remember them and them having some great stories to tell me. Also now, when I see my own mother as a grandmother, totally different lady. Because when I grew up, my mother was the mother. She would tell me, I'm not your friend. I'm here to be your mother. That is so true. So I seen the way she treated all of me and my other two sisters, that education, being on time, structure, and it was really good for us. But when she started to have grandchildren, even my daughter, who was the first granddaughter, oh my God, she let them ride bikes in the house. We couldn't even touch the walls growing up. My house was sterile. White walls, we couldn't even go in a certain room. But her grandchildren could sit on the front room couch, even ride the bike there. Oh my God. And I used to think to myself, when I have my grandkids, that isn't going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And even my dad, oh my God, he gives them whatever he wants. But you know what? I noticed that what my mother did not do for me as far as talking and communicating and doing the things that I've always wanted, she's doing that with my own children. And I love that. I love to know that she's getting that part of her given out to the kids. Oh, even my children, well, grandma says, I don't care what grandma says. I'm your mother. I remember there was always a duality or some kind of challenge between. But you know what? Now my foot is in my mouth. I should never say anything. Because the way my mom loves my daughters and even her other grandkids, oh, it's disgusting. I mean, it's a nice thing, but hi, my love. She never told us that, hi, my love. Get in your room and clean it. Did you do your homework? God, my mom is going to kill me. But it's true. And now when she sees my kids, hi, my love, they could do the worst things. Oh, she just had a hard day. She doesn't understand. Oh my God, Mom, you don't get it. Anyways, I need to put my foot in my mouth because I know how that feels now. I'm sorry, Mom, for all the crap I used to say to you and even think behind your back. How could she do this? Look what she's doing to my kids. I get it now. I get it now. Because when I look at my granddaughter, my firstborn grandchild, oh my God, I don't know how to, it's a calmness. It's a new hope. Because when we have our children, we're busy, we're working. Yeah, homework. Okay, you want to sit and read a book? Okay, 10 minutes, let's go. But with this, I even get on the floor to play with her. I've never done that. But that's okay. I'm learning, and I'm learning all that. But now I want to share with you how it was when my granddaughter was first born. And what happened, my daughter, who didn't want to have any kids, she said, Mom, I don't want no kids. I just want animals. Okay. But there was a time about almost 5 years ago, maybe 5.5 years ago, she said to me, Mom, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, this is my older daughter, Tara. I'm like, okay, Mija, what's the matter? Mom, I have to talk to you. Oh my God, I thought she was sick. I thought something happened to her. I didn't think baby. What happened to you? Are you okay? Do you need money? I don't know. She says, I just want to let you know that I'm pregnant. What? Say it again. Say it again. Mom, I'm going to have a baby. Oh my God. How many months are you? Oh my God. Is everything okay? I could not speak. I was so excited. She says, Mom, I don't want you to do anything yet. I'm just letting you know. I don't want no presents or gifts. Okay. What did I do? Don't tell me what not to do with my future grandchild to be born. I went straight to the market. Oh, I'm so stupid, but it's okay. I'm not stupid. I'm just excited. I bought little Gerber jars. Oh my God, stage 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put them up on my shelf. I was waiting for this baby the first day that I heard the news. I called up my husband. Guess what? And we were so excited. And he actually, this was like the second time he ever bought me something nice like this. I'm sorry, babe, it's true. He went to the market and bought me some beautiful flowers. I go, what is this for? This is because we're going to have a grandchild. Oh, I was just so excited because it changed us. It changed me and him. It was just really exciting. Um, yeah, and I don't. So, anyways, she came and told us about the baby being born, and I was excited. I even bought a onesie outfit. That's a one outfit and a blanket. I put the blanket on my bed, put the onesie on top of the blanket, and I would pretend that baby was there. You were loved, mija, even before you were born. This grandchild was loved even before she was born. True story, too. We would go out to dinner, and I would pretend, oh my God, have a little open space. The baby's sitting here. I would get a little spoon and pretend I was feeding this invisible child. Oh, I was going crazy, but I was just so excited. So when I saw my granddaughter, I'm sorry, when my daughter was telling me about she's gonna have the baby, don't buy anything, yeah, whatever. I bought all the stuff that I wanted to. I went and got like 20 outfits, matching socks, started buying things for her. And also too, sorry, and also too, I started to plan her baby shower. We weren't gonna have a shower at the backyard. We weren't gonna have a shower and a cafe grill. No, I got this big hotel room, this big room, and I planned the whole shower. We had beautiful centerpieces. It was just so amazing. I was so excited. I had all this planned when she was only 3 or 4 months expecting, and we still had months to go. But I wanted to make sure we had the date saved. We had music, we had food, we had laughter, we had it all planned. She came. She was gonna come into this world in style. So the day came when my daughter was going to have the baby. Mom, I think it's time. It's time! Just like when Lucy and Ricky were having their child, and Lucy comes out, you know, oh, it's time now. And you know how Ricky went crazy? It's time! And he couldn't move, and he was falling. He was just crazy. That's how we all felt. We were so excited. So when my daughter was laboring, she labored for about almost a day and a half. Poor baby. And I was in the room when she was being born, my little granddaughter. And I actually knew the nurse over there because I actually knew this nurse from a long, long time ago. And we started talking. And I even know the doctor that was doing the C-section to my daughter. I even known him from my past when I used to work as a nurse. So we're just talking and talking. And my daughter's all, Mom, what's happening? So anyways, to make a long story short, when I saw my little granddaughter, it was such an incredible feeling because you have a new hope. You have a new, like, there's a new future. When you're raising your kids, it's kind of challenging, but it's fun. But when you have a grandchild, you are so excited. I don't know. I cannot express the feeling that I'm trying to get, across. But any grandmother that has grandchildren, you get that. So I wanted to share how I felt about that because I don't want my granddaughter to cry. I don't want her to go without. And I want to give her what I could not give my daughter. When I was a young mom, I was in college, I was working, and I had to study. So playtime, cuddles, reading books were there, but they weren't as much as I should have been doing because I had to do a lot of things. So I can make it up, I feel. I can make this up through my granddaughter for what I couldn't do for my daughter. And I don't want her to cry. I don't want to hear that. I just want her to be happy. And I just feel so proud. And every little thing she does, I make a big thing about it. And when she does something cute and silly, all I do is look at her, look at her. She's so beautiful. And I can't believe. Okay, all the grandmas out there, can you not believe how smart these kids are? I mean, like every month or every 2 months, there's something that they're doing new. From the time she was born until the time she was a year, me and my husband, on the date that she was born on the 2nd. Every second, we had a little party. Every month, we were celebrating her growth, and we were just so excited. So every month, my daughter thought we were crazy. I don't care that we had a cake and she could blow out the candle, and we would sing to her, and she would, oh, we just loved it so much. And this is, I feel things like this happening. Maybe someone may not agree. I don't care. I don't care what you agree or not. But I'm going to share this anyway. When I see my hands touch my granddaughter, I feel, and I can feel this in my heart. I feel that my grandmothers are going through me, touching her. That's weird. I see my hand as of my grandmother's hand touching my grandchild. It's a weird feeling because I remember how my grandmothers used to hold me and how I used to see their hands, and now I'm touching my own granddaughter's hand and holding her shoulder, and I could see my grandmother's coming through that. It's a really cool spiritual feeling, and I thank the Lord for letting me feel that. I don't know what that's about. I don't care. All I know is that I love it. I love it. I love it. There's another woman that is in Illinois, and she has 4 grandchildren. Her name's Jeananne, and I've known her for a while. She's also she also watches Lori Live, and she has 4 grandchildren. She has 2 sons and one daughter. The oldest son has 2 girls. One of them, I'm not too sure how old they are, but I believe they're like 4, and then one that's probably not even a year old. And she has her other son that has a little girl who's under a year, I think maybe 9 months. Oh, these kids are beautiful. And then she has a little grandson who I believe is 2. And I'm going to quote her. She loves them so much. She goes, I just want to buy for them. I want to live for them. I get that. And there's one thing I have to share about her. I was a single mom, so I understand. I understand how it is to go into a family with the child, wondering if the person that you're with, that their mother treats your child good. But I can say this about this lady. I've seen her in action. The little boy who's 2 is not her natural grandson, but she won't say that. She will always say, that's my grandson. So women who have kids, who are single moms, and they're dating or they're married to a spouse, there are some wonderful women that will treat and love your children the way as my friend does with her grandkids. She says she has 3 granddaughters and 1 grandson. And it's honorable because I know as a single mom, it's very hard to go into a family to know if this family is going to accept my child. And she buys him clothes. She does the exact same thing that she does for her other grandkids. Jeananne, you are an awesome woman because there's a lot of that. You are empowered. You have already changed the lives of women because you're showing your daughter-in-law that you have so much love that you're going to share that with your grandson. That is just incredible. I don't know what else to say because there's some mothers that will not accept that child for whatever reason. Who knows? We just need to send those ladies love, because when I heard about my friend doing this, I was just so happy to hear that. She will improve the life of women and girls too as well. There's all types of grandmothers. I'm going to list some of them. One, the ones that raise their own grandchildren. There's some women where, I hate to say it, but it's true, maybe their daughter or their sons are not present for their kids. They may be doing something where they're either passed on or one of them's in jail. I don't know. There's probably something going on. But the grandmother is raising them. I honor that. I honor that. There's another type of grandmother, the grandmother that they're close in distance, but not too involved. That's okay. If you still see them every now and then, that's okay. But there's some grandparents that are they're just like that. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's not about the child. It's not about the parent, but it's really about the grandparent. It's not about the grandchild. So we just send them love. Number 3, there's a distant grandparent, such as emotionally distant. Who knows? They're out of state and they can't see them too much. Or they're actually a grandparent, but they have a hard time seeing their grandchild because there was the death in the family with either the mother or the father, and or there's an issue with separation or divorce where they cannot see their grandchild the way that they used to see them. I know if anything happens to my daughter and my son-in-law, I will fight tooth and nail to get my granddaughter. I will fight tooth and nail just because I love him and I want to make sure that I know who my granddaughter is and she knows who I am. And there's also other grandparents that are in tune grandparents. They are in tune to their grandkids. That to me is really cool because when I see grandparents coming to the games, like my parents always came to my kids' games. They would come and watch. They'd have the little waters and they had a little napkin. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm just like, get your own water. You're fine. But there goes my mom and my dad with a little towel wrapped around the juice. Just made it real perfect for them. I want to make sure that I send this message out today. If your grandmother is still alive, give her a call at least once a month. Send her a card. Send her a beautiful card to show her how much you love her. Or just do this maybe once every 2 weeks. And just let them know that you're thinking about them. Because I know when I see my granddaughter, she's little now. But as she gets older, I don't know if I'm going to get to see her as much as I do now. But I would love for her to connect with me. And I did that when my grandparents were alive. I still sent them cards. I would go see them maybe once a week, like on a Wednesday from 2 to 4. And when they knew that I was coming over, oh my God, they would have food ready. They would have the chair ready. They had a little blanket on the chair. Oh my God, the fan is on me. Oh, they were just so happy that I was going to come see them. If your grandmother has already passed, this is what I say because mine have passed. I'm getting emotional. I vision them around me, like I can feel them right now, and what they showed me as far as love. I remember, and when they're passed, and when you feel that they're gone, but you want to have some kind of connection with them, I usually will think about what they've done for me. I remember my mom's mother used to always go to everything that I had. You know, as far as like my wedding, the showers, she would come and spend nights with us. And even my dad's mother, she would tell the same stories about us. But those same stories I missed. And I remember her telling me when she was alive, you're going to miss me and you're going to wish that I would still tell those stories. And it's true. I wish that I could hear my grandma tell a story about us when we were little, because that's what she really loved. Anyway, so if I vision them, I feel them, and I sometimes dream them. I dream both of them talking to each other over me and saying things. Look at her, Mary. Oh, Angie, look at her. Tell her this or tell her that. And I dream that, and I could smell them, and I could see their wrinkles. I can see their face, and I used to love that. And there's times where I don't want to get up because I can see that. I can feel them in my dream. So I want to make sure that my granddaughter hears this message. This is a message for you, mija, that grandma loves you so much. You were loved even before you were born. We were waiting for you. We want to make sure that I want to make sure that you have everything that you want. You have changed the life of me and Grandpa. We love you so much. And I get to pretend you're mommy. And I get to play with you, and I get to love you, and I get to hug you. I get to watch you grow. And I want to thank you to my daughter and my son-in-law for letting me be a part of her life. Because I love her so much. And I will be there till the day I die for her. So that is for you, mija. And with Grandma's show, the show has a logo. It says Lori Live, but your favorite color is green. So I put a green splash on there for you, so you know how much Grandma loves you. I want to thank my own children for giving birth to these grandkids. So give thanks to your child. Some of us grandparents, and I see this, they focus so much on their grandchild that they forget about the children that gave these kids birth, number one. Number two, the other kids that are in the household that don't have grandkids. Let's not forget them. Our grandchildren are love and their hope, but we need to give thanks to all of our kids. If you're having a hard time not seeing your grandchild for whatever reason, there's a death and you couldn't see your grandchild because the other grandparent has them, there's something called the grandparent law. Go to your city or go to your state. They have rules on grandparents. I know that if anything happens to me and I cannot see my grandkids, any of them, I'll make sure that I go and get this done. I had a friend, this is a true story. It was so sad, but real true. She had a sister, I think it was. Yeah, she had a set of twins, and the sister died of breast cancer. And the living parent did not let the twins come and see their other grandmother, which was their mother's mother. And my friend, they worked so hard to try to get connected. They didn't want to go the court ways, go through the law. But my friend actually went to City Hall, did something in court where they were able to see that grandchild at least once a month, Friday and Saturday. There's rules and there's laws for grandparents, especially if the parent has passed on. I know under God's green earth, I will make sure I fight for my grandchildren. I'm sorry, they better have a lot of money, because I'm going to come after them every 6 months to make sure I get to see my grandchildren. How sad, huh? But that's just the love of being a grandparent, I swear. So I just want to make sure that all these grandparents know, if you cannot see your grandchild, there's a grandparent law. It's out. I know there's one in this state. And also too, I want to say this show was emotional because I feel my grandparents, I feel my granddaughter's love, and I want to make sure that I thank my daughter and my son-in-law for giving me this beautiful grandchild, and that we're able to see her almost every day. We love watching you grow up, and I want to be there for everything. I want to be there for your first game, for your first classroom. I want to be there. I want to let you know that Grandma loves you. There's nothing like being a grandma. Nothing like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that ends my little portion on the benefits about being a grandmother. That's loving. We cry. We're emotional. I don't care. I love it. I want to now give out shout outs here. I want to give a shout out to my mother, Yolanda Lozano. She's going to kill me. Don't say my name. I want to give a shout out to my mother and say thank you for being such a wonderful, loving, unconditionally loving grandmother to my 3 daughters. They love you so much, and I'm so happy that you are close to them and that they want to see you and they want to go visit you all the time. I love that. I want to also give a shout out to a lady by the name of Letty Segura. She's my oldest daughter's grandmother. Oh, Letty, you have the purest and kindest heart, and there's nothing that I would ever do to keep you and my daughter Tara ever away from each other. I'm just so grateful that you were in her life and that you loved her so much. This is another shout out. It's not about being a grandparent, but I wanted to give a shout out to a young lady by the name of Nancy. I want to tell you, Nancy, Thank you for the opportunity that you've given me. And I want to say thank you for trusting me. You trust me with a business that you're creating. And I just want to say thank you and a shout out to you because I just feel humbled and I feel honored that you're doing that. So, my last shout out, this shout out is for, here I go again. It's for my granddaughter and all my future grandchildren. I want you all to know, and the soul's waiting to come down, that I love you all. And that you were all loved even before you were born. And I also want to make a shout out too for any step grandkids that are coming my way. I will too as well love you as much as my grandkids. And I will make sure we don't say step. You will be my grandchild. That really means a lot to me because being a single mom and going into families, you don't know what lies ahead of you or the kids. But I wanted to tell my husband's mother thank you too as well for being so good to my girls and always asking about them and making them feel welcome when they would come over. Even my youngest daughter would go spend the night over there. I'm just real grateful that I was able to share that. And being a grandmother was just incredible. I don't know what more I can say about it. It's just that I'm so happy all the time that I get to see my grandchild. And all my grandchildren come my way. You were loved before you were born. Even my grandchildren who are not natural to me, but they will be my grandchildren for sure. So ladies, go to bed with a smile on your face and wake up with empowerment so that you can take on the day. This is Lorraine Caros. It was an emotional, great, enthusiastic, loving show, and I'm excited that I was able to share my love and the way I feel about my grandchildren. I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. This is Lorraine Caros. You are on Lori Live. May you never be the same. Have a great week.